Before we begin, if you'd like to help us grow, please subscribe and click that little notification bell. We'd appreciate that very much. Thank you. Welcome to the garden of Taff HQ. In today's video, we're going to be painting a ladybird. You're going to need a rock, some paint. I have red, white, and a little tiny bit of black. Your paintbrushes, I have a broad one and a little pointy one. I don't know if you can see that. A pencil, and just in case I make any mistakes, an eraser. Let's get on and do some ladybirds. I almost forgot. You're going to need some water and an apron and a cloth. This can be damp or dry, it doesn't matter. So here we have our rock. This is a handmade rock, but that's for another tutorial. What we're going to do is we're going to divide roughly our rock into thirds, and in the 1/3 we're just going to do a little line as a guide. I'm going to take my red paint and my broad brush, and I'm going to paint the 2/3 in red. You might find that you need more than one coat, but I really wouldn't worry about this. It's all about patience. I'm also sorry for my voice. I lost it the other day and it still hasn't found its way back home yet. If you go over your line, the one that you've drawn, I wouldn't worry about it. This bit's going to be black. You only need to do this little bit. And you can see straight away that this one is going to need a second coat. So I'm going to leave this dry now and put a second coat on it, and then I'll be back. Now that this 2/3 is dry, I'm going to take my black paint. Sorry for the paint all over me. I'm going to take my black paint, and you should just be able to see where you drew the line. So very carefully, if you go to a line, it doesn't matter. Follow that line all the way down, and then finish painting the rest of it in. Whilst we wait for this to dry now, later on in the video, you don't have to paint them like this. I'm going to show you some examples of other ones that you can paint, which are equally as easy, twice as much fun perhaps for you. It depends. You can let your imagination go absolutely wild. So he's almost dry. Grab your pencil. Oh, this is what happens to my cloth, by the way. Filthy. About halfway across his body, you're going to draw a line for a guide. If it's off, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Once you've done that, get your thin brush, dip it in your paint, and very gently paint your line. Running with my paint palette from the black 1/3 all the way down to his bottom, and there you have it. If you're not happy with the line, do a little bit of touch up, and it's fine. It's totally fine. Now it's time for the spots. What I would normally use is I'd use a dowel. Just dip it in my paint, dab it on, and it's done. But you might not have one of these, so what can we use instead? You can use the end of your pencil. Let's have a look how that works. I've never used the end of a pencil myself. Dip it in your paint, charge up at the end of your pencil, and dab it on. Oh, actually, it's quite all right. That's really good. I'm going to carry on using this. Do you think you need some more? Yes, I think so. Doesn't matter how many spots you have. They don't even have to be in straight lines. Totally random. There you go. I'm even going to put one right there. There you go. So we're still waiting for our little black blobs to dry. And I loved using this pencil end so much. I'm now going to do the eyes. I'm going to dip it in my white paint and have a bit of a guess as where his eyes are going to go. And whoops, nobody's perfect. It's totally fine. And the other one, I do wish my voice would hurry up and come back. Okay, we can fix that later, or we can make the other ones match. I'm going to do his little mouth. Okay, any mistakes you make, don't worry about. We can fix them. So whilst he's still wet, I'm going to take a bit of black paint and just tidy up a little bit there. Whilst he's over there drying, I'm going to show you some alternatives. You can do a really bright green one, a little love bug, he's cute, a rainbow ladybird. Then we can have ladybird with flowers on instead of spots. We've got this one with loads and loads of dots on. I love this one. I think this one's my favourite. And one with a big huge flower on. Our little ladybird is almost 100% dry and nearly finished. If you've liked this video so far, this is only the second one that we've done. Give us a thumbs up and perhaps share it with your friends. I need a smaller dot now. This pencil is going to be way too big. And I'd use a smaller dowel, but do you remember the paintbrush I had earlier? Well, it's got a fabulous end. So I'm going to dip that in the black and give him little pupils. And the other one? Oh, he's a little bit weirdy-eyed. There he is. Still gorgeous. Finishing pieces. Same brush. And give him little antennae. If you don't like them, leave them off. It's totally fine. I'm going to put little blobs on the end of mine. He's not perfect, but I like him anyway, and I hope you do. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep on rocking!